Congratulations back, and thank you for everything. You have had a remarkable impact on all of us. Our final award category tonight is the Massanutten Champions Award. The first recipient is someone who is well known by many on the mountain for his love for the sport, his love for the mountain, and for always being the best dressed on the slopes.
In the Massanutten Champion category, our next inductee was something of a Pied Piper for Massanutten, bringing countless people to the resort for the first time. The Massanutten Hall of Fame is proud to induct the late Sam Ukrup.
In the early years of Sam's skiing, he would drive to 33 up to West Virginia or to Bryce and some of the other Virginia resorts, and seeing the mountain off the side of 33 always intrigued him and just pointed out that would be a great place for a ski resort. And lo and behold, years later, Massanutten was built. He's one of the first owners at Grenoble Woods.
I just remember, you know, when you have older cousins, getting to be that 10 years old where you get to finally come up and spend the night was just so exciting. And Uncle Sam was a Marine. He was very militaristic in so much of his lifestyle. So as a teacher, he was a very skilled skier, but also very regimental in his lifestyle as it was. But I don't know, what word you say in his
Discipline, yeah, firm.
Firm, yeah, he was very firm in his teaching. And my first trip when I was 10, we had done Southern Comfort. I was ready to go to Mid-Station. He knew I was ready. I guess I knew I was ready. But of course, as soon as I got off the lift, I was crying, and he maybe wasn't so gentle then, but he knew I was ready, and I made it down the mountain just fine after that brain freeze that I had.
Uncle Sam was a natural athlete. Football, horseshoes, tennis, golf, bowling, skiing, he mastered all of them without any problem. But he loved that skiing, and he shared it with his family. He bought this condo up here in Massanutten, and he became a great ambassador for the resort.
He was a coach to many of us in the family. He wasn't just a teacher, and so you know, if you mess up, you had to do it again and again and again until you got it right. And that's what both of us went on to race, and I think that gave us some success in racing, is any athlete would have with that discipline. And so he led like that, and you would have a good time with Uncle Sam, but you also knew that you were gonna have to put in some work. And he wasn't there just for fun. There was always, let's work on our carving, or let's work on our position and posture. And so that was always incorporated into skiing with Uncle Sam.
In the Ukrup stores in the Richmond area, there would be in the winter an advertisement with the Massanutten logo. He had mannequins stuffed with his various outfits. Yeah, the Ukrup's Employee Day and value customer card discounts just brought thousands of people from the Richmond area up to Massanutten.
Uncle Sam was known for the way he dressed on the slopes and in real life, but as you see behind us, he wore colorful, polished outfits. He wasn't wacky-tacky, he was a dapper dresser, and so from that, his coat would match his gloves, his neck gaiter, probably even down to his goggles to some degree, his boots, everything coordinated. And you know, he had a great skiing style, but his outfits matched his skiing, and so you could spot him up on the mountain by the color and the way he dressed, and everyone knew him for those outfit choices. I think Uncle Sam would be proud. He loved Massanutten, and you know, he put a lot of work into promoting Massanutten and helping grow Massanutten. And to receive this award, you know, of course it's an honor, but I think it would be a feeling of pride that Massanutten has grown. We're celebrated 50 years, there's a Hall of Fame, and for him to be a part of that, I think is just truly an honor for him.
There is no one more deserving than to be in the Hall of Fame at Massanutten than Sam Ukrup, Samuel Daniel Ukrup. Not only that, the Hall of Fame of life. he's the first one to go in. Just a tremendous individual that loved life, loved his family, loved the world, and was a contributor to the betterment of America.
Thank you, Uncle Sam, for teaching me and so many of us to ski and just sharing that love, and for the strength of the passion to us to be able to carry on for our children and those to come.
Thank you, Uncle Sam, for the love of skiing that's instilled a passion, a lifelong passion in me that will be carried on for generations to come.
To Sam's family, we say thanks.
So for those of you who didn't know Sam, not only did he have the freshest threads on the mountain, but he absolutely ripped. I mean, he could out-ski just about anybody. I would like to welcome Becky up here to present the award.
Navigate this thing a little bit. Good evening. If we haven't already met, my name is Becky Hess, and I am the non-skiing half of the Hess Dynamic duo. While I no longer am on staff here at Massanutten Resort, I did spend almost 30 years here. And during that time, it was my honor and privilege to know Mr. Sam Ukrops and his sweet wife, Emily. We are honored to present Mr. Sam posthumously with the Massanutten Champion Award for 2023 for the Massanutten Resort Hall of Fame. Starting in the 1980s, Sam Ukrops became a champion of Massanutten Resort. As he did with anything he loved, jumping into home ownership and embracing the community, Sam became one of Massanutten's most enthusiastic supporters. And that support continued throughout his lifetime. Back when Paul Volkman, June Brinkman, Steve Showalter, and Wilford Reed were working to promote Massanutten Resort beyond the Shenandoah Valley, Sam was able to step in using his business contacts. The Ukrops grocery store chain was very well known in the Richmond and surrounding areas. The Ukrops Value Customer Card promotion was very successful in offering savings, sweepstakes, and discounts to Massanutten to all the Richmond skiers. There were displays in every store promoting Massanutten. Sam was instrumental in starting Ukrops Day at Massanutten. Thousands of people saw those ads every year. Mr. Ukrops' family wrote in their application that Sam Ukrop brought hundreds, if not thousands, of skiers to Massanutten and the sport of skiing. Over the years, he was the initial influence for countless patrons to Massanutten Resort, from outfitting family members and their friends to both skiing and clothing equipment, to introducing grocery store shoppers and employees at Ukrops grocery stores in Richmond. The love of skiing and Massanutten obviously extended to his family and friends. Sam and Emily made sure to introduce the sport of skiing to every single niece and nephew and their children. Ski lessons started at an early age on a small hill with a rope tow at the family farm. When you were ready, these lessons continued to Massanutten. When you turned 10, as the girls said in the video, you were allowed to spend the night at Massanutten for a weekend of skiing. This introduction has multiplied and reached the generation of great nephews and nieces, most recently including a 1-year-old standing on his first pair of skis at the base of Easy Street. Sam was an avid NASCAR competitor and loved participating in ski racing, winning countless awards throughout the years. Several of his extended family members continued that enthusiasm by racing at the collegiate level at JMU. Go Dukes. By the level of participation tonight, it's very evident the love and support of the U Crops for Massanutten has been passed down to future generations for years to come. The things that I remember most about Mr. Sam was his exuberance for life, his love of color, and his smile. He had a rock star smile, and you added that to Miss Emily's smile. Couldn't forget the two of them. Anybody who ever met him remembers that smile. He was remembered in his obituary as on and off the slopes, Mr. U Crops was always a true Southern gentleman, a dapper dresser with a penchant for bright colors. So we saw that. He was always identifiable on the snow by his colorful ski outfits, and a lot of times some of the new lifties would be like, "Who is that?" That's Sam U Crops. Lastly, no memory of Mr. Sam U Crops is complete without mentioning the Christmas cookies. Every year during Christmas week, he generously brought boxes and boxes of U Crops cookies for the ski staff who he knew were working crazy long hours and missing family time to bring joyful memories to those visiting the resort. Returning employees saw those boxes and they knew it was coming. We all know that Mr. Sam and Miss Emily are enjoying their great reward with fast gondola rides and bluebird powder days as a reward for a life well lived. Please welcome Miss Sarah Bontwell and any of the rest of the family that would like to come up to accept the Massanutten Hall of Fame 2023 Championship Award.
Thank you, Becky. Good evening. Well, it's hard to condense a lifetime into 1 to 2 minutes, but Becky, you helped elaborate on all that was Sam, Uncle Sam to us. Thank you, Massanutten. This is a distinguished award recognizing Sam's contributions to the resort and really the skiing community as a whole. What a privilege it is to be considered part of Massanutten's success. It is a delight for me and an honor to accept this award on his behalf. Now, as everybody has alluded to, I couldn't help but take inspiration from his closet tonight. Whether you knew him or not, you could spot him on the slopes. I don't remember a day in my life that his outfit did not coordinate, and of course it had to be colorful. So a few things about Uncle Sam. He loved God, he loved family, he loved his country, and he loved Massanutten. He was an ambassador for the resort from the very beginning. As one of the first property owners on the mountain, he was here to see the resort succeed and to flourish. He shared his love and his passion for the sport with everyone he knew, including, we counted, 50 nieces and nephews, extended family, and of course, the U Crops employees and valued customers. He always found an opportunity to share his passion for skiing and his love for Massanutten. There are too many stories to share tonight. We'd be here all night, but he was a remarkable man, and I hope your night is just a little brighter getting to learn a little bit more about him. The best way I can sum up the gratitude and the pride that Uncle Sam would have for this award is to compare it to the other high points and the achievements that he had shared with me through the years. We all have a highlight reel in our life, special moments that become those core memories. He dropped my dad off at college for his first day, and he shared with me that was equivalent to driving me to my first ski race. Tonight the tables are turned, and he's given me the gift of receiving this award in his honor. I know he's smiling down from us, just as big as he can be, to hear his name on the Hall of Fame at Massanutten. Thank you all, and thank you, Massanutten.
Thank you very much for accepting that on behalf of Uncle Sam. I hope, Sam, you only have fresh tracks from now on. The final recipient